levels of lead.
In the U.S. war on lead poisoning, New York City has maintained one of the best reputations for aggressive lead contamination prevention. It outlawed lead paint for homes in 1960, far ahead of the national ban, and in 2004, a housing law aimed to completely eliminate childhood lead poisoning by 2010. But as we near the end of 2017, lead is still lurking in some parts of the city. Take this 116-year-old building in Coney Island.
A banana.
Natalia Rollins moved here with her 2 young sons from a homeless shelter, part of a city-sponsored voucher program. But inspectors recently found lead in the kitchen,
The tub.
the bathroom, and next to the children's beds.
My son, I took him to the doctor. His lead was really high, and it's scary. It's scary for any mother to go through this. Any parent.
Mommy.
2-year-old Noah had lead exposure more than twice the CDC's elevated threshold, and Reuters reporter Josh Schneer says Noah's case is not that uncommon.
Our data has found, we've looked at the data citywide, that lead poisoning has been eradicated in a lot of the city, in a lot of the quarters of the city. But in other areas, there are still hot spots, areas where many children still test high for lead. The city's trying to prevent it, but the approach is incomplete. And so you have cases like little Noah testing high for lead. He has hand-to-mouth behaviors, and it's natural for toddlers and kids to put things in their mouth. Well, when you have lead paint particles, dust, lead chips around the apartment in an old building like this, that is a danger.
Natalia and her 2 boys are now living in a Bronx safe house for lead poisoning victims, but it's not just underprivileged children in New York who get exposed. In Manhattan, a small area of the Upper West Side has had recent high test rates similar to those found across Flint, Michigan. In Greenpoint, Brooklyn, once a bustling industrial hub with businesses including the largest manufacturer of lead pencils in the U.S.,
Wow, okay.
researchers have been taking soil readings and found traces of lead in the backyard of Sarah Duford, who has 2 small children.
You know, it's definitely going to change the way I feel about letting the kids play out here, where my kids might dig if they're playing around. So, yeah, it's definitely concerning, very concerning, yeah.
Lead is linked to cognitive deficits and other serious health impacts. Over a 2-year nationwide investigation, Reuters has now documented more than 3,800 census tracts or zip code areas across 34 states where childhood lead poisoning rates have been double those found in Flint.